My friend called me. Make a long story short, she gave her son a house. It's paid for. Her and her husband died. She got a smaller place. She found out her son is about to lose the house for taxes. She wanted to do. We give kids too much. He's so used to her bailing him out, and it's a lot of she says her fault. But the house is paid for, and I know her. She gonna go pay the tax. She said she gonna ask him, is he going to pay the taxes? Because she checked behind him because she know he need to learn responsibility.
Now I will never be your hater, I'm your biggest fan. I hope it falls into place just how you planned it. Life could put you in a pickle, just make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving, man. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, but more importantly, you saw the clip, man. Google the book first so you can find it on Amazon. I've seen this happen more than I would like to say, and it's annoying. It's very very annoying. And normally it was with people my parents' age and that generation, but I guess this person 35, so they're in our age group, right? I guess they're a millennial. I'm Gen X, so I'm talking about boomers who are my parents' age, but whatever. But here's the thing. You don't give assets to the person that you've been bailing out. That's not who you give that stuff to. And I think this is where people get it wrong. Like you don't you so you husband dies, got his father dies, your husband dies, you give this clown the house and you gotta double check and keep up with him because you know he's irresponsible because he's 35 and irresponsible, and you keep bailing him out, and it's like this fool about to lose the house, so I got to go ahead and pay the taxes. And I'm a firm believer in when it comes to people call legacy and generational wealth, and passing down wealth from one generation to the next. I'm a firm believer that you skip over the screw ups because I've seen how not skipping over the screw ups hurts the people behind them. And this is what I mean. I've seen situations where because let me back up. A lot of times, the parent who has a kid or kids, when they leave property to their kid or kids, there's one child who is an adult who can move right into that house, and more times than not, it's because they didn't do nothing with their life. You get what I'm saying? So they need a place to stay. They can't make it on their own already. So, oh, I can move back in the house. The other kids normally are, living their adult life, maybe have a family, just maybe out on their own, maybe in a whole different city or state. But they got a vested interest in making sure that the sibling that's a screw up don't mess this up. Because I've seen it with men and I've seen it with women. So what winds up happening is I've seen where the parents pay the taxes, and I've seen where the siblings pay the tax. You get what I'm saying? I've seen where, how can I say this? The person got a house and then leveraged the house to get some stuff and then lost the house but kept the stuff. And they went, oh my God, that was a bad decision. But I really wanted a truck. It's like, shut up. Just shut up. So what happens to the next generation or the generation after that? They have nothing to show for it. And that's where all the problems start coming from because y'all don't to me, the smarter move is to who's irresponsible? Them? No, they can't get the house. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Or you let them get the house, and then when they don't pay the taxes, and you pay the taxes, you throw them out. No, no, no. You can't. You can't keep the house. Throw them out. Whatever. Because I've seen it where that person can have kids. The person who was gifted and given the house could have kids, and they give up the house, and then people go, "Why you didn't get that kid to your son or your daughter? They just starting out in life. Like that would have been perfect for them. Why did you just do that?" And it's really no answer because a lot of times when you gift property or assets to a screw up, you should expect it to be screwed up in the end, and that's what happens. And I've seen their kids look at them like, "Man, I'm out, man. I don't want to talk to you no more." Right? I've seen it where people got property and they were like, "You know what? I don't like it. I know I could fix it up, but I don't like it. I want what the white folks got." And then they wind up giving up a good house for an apartment and an apartment paying for an apartment when they could have been scot free of a mortgage and use that rent money to renovate the house. And then figure it out 5 years later, the house that they got for, I don't know. It was a particular case where somebody had a house. They got the house maybe for $30,000 to $60,000, and they didn't want it. They gave it up just quick, and about 6 months later, the house the land was worth $360,000, and it was sold. And it was like, I didn't know. It's like, because you're dumb. You're dumb. That's why you're dumb. So, in my opinion, you skip people over. If when people act a certain way, skip them over because think about it. If you got a kid and your kid is screw up, but you got grandkids, my grandkids can use that house because this fool ain't gonna keep up with it. Or you got family members, nieces, nephews, your brother or sister's kids, and they move to the city, or y'all all live in the same city, or they move to the city because they got family in a different city, and they go to college. You're like, you know what? You can stay at the house. You trying to get it together. You stay at the house. You ain't got to stay on campus. Da, da, da. There you go. But you need to do a few things, and we good. That's what you do. You don't just give stuff to idiots, right? And it goes along with the coddling. And I've seen this so many times where I've seen grown men and grown women still, you know, you know, basically acting like they breastfeeding at in they 20s, they 30s, they 40s, that they never left quote unquote mama's house. That you gotta blame mom at a certain point because I can't let my baby. And they're like, that ain't a baby no more. What are you doing? And sometimes it ruins the relationship with the other kids because it's like, man, mom, shut up. You a sucker. You've been doing this your whole life and calling us. Think about it, because this would normally, because if it's more siblings, he'll screw it up. She'll get mad. Then she'll call the other siblings to help her with money, and they gonna get help when they cuss her out. Like, man, don't, man, no, we're not doing this no more. So it creates a bigger problem. That's why everybody doesn't deserve getting the quote unquote legacy passed down to them. But tell me what you think, man. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take it.